digest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Hi guys, yes, welcome to THFC Till I Die. You thought you could get away without seeing a bit of me today on Spurs Day. Well, you're very much mistaken. We can hear you, Derma. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't saying anything in the background. I wasn't. Hopefully I wasn't anyway. I soon will be told in the dungeons of a group chat. I mean that if I've done anything wrong, but never mind. But guys, yes, we are back. And yeah, the PC's alive. She's working well. She's absolutely purring like a little kitten. She's like a new Ferrari engine. That's what she is doing. Guys, how are we doing? And we are breaking news that Spurs are closing in on Eze. We can sort of come out and say, here we go, a little bit, apparently, but we won't. Well, rumoured, here we go, deal done with a question mark. But it's only a matter of time, guys, before it's done. And it's been a day of sort of rumour and counter rumour, people putting stuff up on X, and you know, we try to give you the best news, the breaking news as we get it. And guys, this is the breaking news. I want to say a massive thank you to, before we get into the show, to Colin from the Manchester United Agenda. Guys, look, I know we're Spurs fans here, but Colin does a lot of work for this channel behind the scenes. He does a lot of tech work with me, helps me with thumbnails. He's always providing us with help and everything. So, you know, please get over to the Man United Agenda. Get in there, hit it a subscribe, join Colin tomorrow for the watch along. And if you do, I want you to put in that chat THFC 2E die raid. That's what I want you to put in the chat. So Colin knows you're coming in to support him as they take on Arsenal. And tomorrow, for one day only, we will be supporting the Red of Manchester to beat them lot down the road. But 22 months, absolute legend. an absolute legend. He is a legend. And thank you so much, Colin. Look, this channel would not work without you, brother. It really would. I may have to go and troll them. Well, each their own. If you want to come on and join me, Tequila, the link's there. If you want, if James is watching, maybe wants to come on and join me, you're more than welcome. Let's welcome a few members in, by the way. Big up to Giant68. He's always the first in. We have to give you a medal for that first in. It says, big up, Dermo. Peel and chat and coys. Yes, after a 3-0 win today. Hi, guys. Big up to Louis Chill Mills. Haven't seen you for a long while, man. Hi, guys. Good to be back. And he's also saying talks have already taken place in Leverkusen in recent days around the conditions of a deal for Hindkapi. I read somewhere, I don't know if it's true. I hopefully my sources might tell me if it's true or not, that Lang is actually at Heathrow Airport and on his way to Germany. Now, I don't know how true that is or not, but apparently that's the rumor that's going around. I will bring this up. We don't normally bring non-members up, but Keeler is part of the channel, so I will bring his chat up. Spurs won't keep the worst clon in the world for keeping secrets, because every other Spurs fan seems to be in the know nowadays. Not a shout at you, Chilly Music, but it's kind of getting silly now. Yeah, it is, to be fair. It is, to be fair. Who else we got in the chat? We've got Starman. Big up to you, Starman. He says, Coys. We've got Wayne Bono. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well. Did the game finish 3-0? I crashed out big time. It did finish 3-0. Yeah, I only got an hour's sleep last night. I had to take my young lad to the hospital this morning, then go and try to get my PC fixed. So I crashed out with about 90 minutes, so I missed the 3 minutes of injury time. But yeah, we did win 3-0. Yeah, come on. Let's hope it's done for Eze in the next 20, 48 hours. I think it will be done. I think it'll be done by tomorrow, by the way. Wayne says, just think we could have got Eze when QPR got him for around 16 million. Yeah, I know, but he's coming to us now. We can hear you, Dermo. I hope I wasn't saying anything bad about anyone. Hopefully not. Eze can be the replacement for the season. I think so. Big up the Rhino as well. Big up Eze will be a replacement for Maddison. Yeah, he will be. Big up to Giants. There's a Ferrari engine in a Fiat 500. Oh, yeah. Big up to Jessica as well. Big up to you, Jessica. She says, has it come out? Has come out and said he wants Spurs now too. I think it's a matter of time. Wednesday's game made him hungry to come. I think it did too. I really did think it too. God, we've got a lot of people coming in. Big up to everyone. Big up to Paul Brown as well. Good evening, Dermot. Big up to you, Paul Brown. Big up Side Dancer 83. Big up to Ryan. Don't want a defender. Want a stroke. I think we're going to get both, Ryan. I think we have to get both. And big up to Razzle Dazzle. Good evening, Dermot. What a great day. It is a great day. We win the first game of the season 3-0, and we're now going to get Eze as well in the door. Boy, let it continue. Let it continue. Another solid centre-back like Canterbury allows for a solid rotation. It does. And Tequila, we'll ask the chat. Now, this is important, guys. We will ask the chat if I should go on. If people want it, I will. Or could I just sit in the back with my cherry Coke? I think people want Simon Jordan. Jim White's nothing without Simon Jordan. You know that? I feel half a person. Here. I don't feel complete. I don't feel complete without Simon Jordan. Anyway, don't think Eze will be playing one. No, I don't think so either, guys. I still worry about a fullback cover. I think we might get that done in January, actually. Right, here's Wayne. It says, do you want to do Tequila? Either way, you keep Dermot on his toes. Sermot. It's actually Dermot, not Sermot. So, yeah, Dermot on his toes. Hit the like button, subscription, and pick up your memberships. Big up, Giant68. Thank you so much. Get on, Tequila. Let's have Simon Jordan on. Where's our Tequila and Simon Jordan? I think the public have spoken, Tequila. I think the public have spoken, and they want you on. But guys, let's go and talk about today, and let's around about 20 to 1 this afternoon. I got a little bit of news saying that Tottenham have now put in a big offer. on the table, worth over 60 million for Crystal Palace star for Eze. Now, the release clause has expired. It expired at midnight last night. But Spurs ain't messing about. They are already got personal terms agreed with Eze, and the players pushing hard to make the move happen. Palace are holding out for as much as they can, but Spurs are confident the new bid will get it done. And do you know what? I think I love your name. I've got to put it on for people to show people. I love it. Absolutely love it. Hang on, where is it? There we go. That is Tequila's. I love it. Easy like a Sunday morning. A great song as well, Tequila, by the way.
Yeah, not bad, is it? It's an advert. What advert was it on, Demo? Do you remember? It's an old English advert.
It was the Duck in the Bay, wasn't it?
Was it for coffee or something? Was it?
Yeah, it was. But
anyone who's really old remembers this advert? Yeah. Easy like Sunday morning.
Was it Jerry Rafferty sung it?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Just remember hearing the advert. I remember the advert more than the song.
Yeah. You're very popular. I mean, look, Chili Music gets Simon Jordan on.
I did listen to the fans. I tried to listen to the fans.
Yeah. Look, big up to Gaza. No, I will bring this one up. I know we shouldn't, and I will get slapped in the back for this. Tequila would take me around, throw me in the dungeon for tonight.
And I'll be tomorrow night. That will be. Won't be me throwing you in the dungeon. It'll be our DM friend.
I might be dead by tomorrow night when that fight starts. By the way.
I think you're right.
If anyone's wondering, we play Dungeons and Dragons on the Sunday. Yes, we are nerds. Yes, we are nerds, but we love it. Nerds are attractive, you know. People find nerds attractive. So
nerds rule the world, Dermo. Haven't you heard?
Yeah, I know.
They just don't get laid. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. We can't get monetized now.
I just said laid. Oh, come on.
I thought you said laid.
Laid, L-A-I-D.
Oh, I know what you mean now. Yeah, okay.
It's American.
More
than English.
You got a filthy mind. You have Simon Jordan.
That's it. Thank you. It's Halifax. That's it.
Halifax. Oh yeah. Are they still a bank in England, by the way?
Yeah. Not that I'm with them anymore, but I have been. Yeah.
No. Oh. Anyway, big up to Gaz in 1991. He says you did say as he was coming for a few weeks ago, so technically you were right. I think you said it about a month ago. We were 95% done. See, we don't break anything on this channel unless it's absolutely concrete.
I'm not getting involved. I'm just not. I learned my lesson from last night.
Yeah. Also, last night, guys, by the way, if you are members.
Yeah, we apologize.
We are changing the membership sorts of around at the moment. Probably in the next week or go. I think it's platinum members get into the membership group. Is it, Tequila? Is that what we're looking at?
We just kind of want to reserve it for people we know a bit better. And there's no way of really just letting it be people who have been members for X amount of time that we know of. So we think this is probably the fairest thing that the platinum members get priority to it. At least to start with, it's a work in progress, isn't it? Let's be honest.
It is. But we in the last few weeks, haven't we? We've had a few people come in and really disrupt the community we're trying to build here, and we're weeding them out, and then they are being banned as well. So if you do see any comments, guys, and you want to become a mod and help our chat, because we do have mods, but if you want to become a mod, help our chat and keep the chat respectful, get in touch with me or Tequila. If you are in the members group, and I think, and if you already are a mod, one word, do your beeping job. There you go. You do your job, Tequila. You're a mod and you do a great job.
Yeah, I've still got my old mod book and stuff. Although I only mod in here because you guys are so special, so I only bless you with my modding powers in here anymore. Back in the day, I was about to say
modern everywhere.
I won't say that word. It's only 8 o'clock, but I used to get myself around. That's a nice way of putting it. To a lot of other channels when I was modding. So
big up to Darren Kilban. He says Slovenia as a hiccup cover for Spence, VDV, and your doggy. If Basuma goes, we get another midfielder. That's a brilliant window, and I think we can win another trophy and get 4th or 5th. Big up. Yeah. We got. Why do people think you're not a horrible DM? You just made me sing last week, which I don't like singing.
Dermo said those words, not me. I'm not going to comment.
Well, we gave you gold teeth.
That wasn't me. That was Kuva.
Or was that Kuva?
Yeah.
Yeah, but suppose, yeah, he's a good DM. Actually, he makes it fun.
You should hear some. You should hear some of the voices he puts on when he plays his character. They all sound like Kermit the Frog, don't they?
You want to see when he does EA25 behind the scenes.
That's X-rated.
That is. That's OnlyFans. Am I one of those in the members? WhatsApp?
No, Ryan.
No, Ryan, you're not. No. That was more than one word. Wherever that means. But listen, anyway, let's get on with it. It is a breaking news show. It is about Eze joining Spurs. It's finally going to happen, Tequila. We are getting our man. Are you? Yeah. I mean, you were confident last night about getting it done. Are you surprised how quickly? Are you? Look, I want to put it this way. Are you surprised we've beaten Arsenal to Eze? Because I am a little bit. To be fair.
If
I
all
know
things
we broke it.
If all things were equal, then yes. But they've only got themselves to blame because I believe that a month ago he was all theirs.
Yeah,
that's what I believe. Right? I don't know. I don't have it. I might be the only Spurs fan that doesn't. Who's left? Who doesn't? But I'm not in the know. But I'm trying to think of. I always try and look at it from the player's perspective, and I'm not silly enough to think that he has this love affair of Tottenham. I doubt that he does. Why would he? Unless he grew up, right? So a month ago, he probably did want to go to Arsenal. Then they screwed him around, and most people don't like being disrespected. And I bet you privately, he might not come out publicly and say it, but he probably feels let down by Arsenal because he probably did have his heart set on it. So now he's getting the closest thing he probably can to his version of revenge by joining their rivals. And I think because it's played out this way, that not only is he going to be a great player, because he is a great player and he's going to impress us anyway, but I reckon we might take to him a bit faster than maybe we would have before, because he can play the whole. Well, I joined Spurs and not Arsenal. That'll get him a lot of brownie points, won't it?
It will. There was a fellow called Eagle. He is an Arsenal fan, and he was on the other night. And he was on the other night boasting, "Oh, Eze's coming to us. Eze's coming to us." And he put it up on X, and he put Eagle TV, EGTV, Eagle. Eze dream moves to play for Arsenal. Spurs stand no chance. And then I put in there, he's coming to Spurs. Just get used to it. Now I put that on the 12th that he's coming to Spurs. Now he did reply to a boyhood Arsenal fan, "Ain't joining you lot if you're serious about bidding for him." Well, can I just say, I'm having the last laugh here. He's joining us because we're the better side. We're the more productive side. We're the more better side to watch. And if you look at Thomas Frank's press conference yesterday, Tequila, and you look at Arteta's press conference yesterday, even that would have said to Eze, "I'm going to Spurs." Because you've got one manager talking sense, talking tactics, talking what he's going to do. And you got another manager saying he likes to keep digging to find gold. I mean, I reckon some Arsenal fans must be pulling their hairs out when Arteta does a press conference. I think he's worse than Ange at a press conference. And that's saying something.
I don't know if it's worse, but I'd say they're both kind of up there. I wouldn't particularly want either, and I didn't. People say I don't think Arteta's an amazing manager either.
I don't think
he's not terrible, but come on.
No.
As for Eze, I mean, as soon as I think it was it Palace's chairman or was it the manager himself? You mentioned it to me the other day.
Sorry, Tequila, can I stop? We're just getting some reports. Okay. I'm just gonna confirm. I want to know if I can use it. So I'm just waiting to get the okay. But we've got some major breaking news coming. Just let me get to see if I got the okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you.
It's okay. I'm trying to see if our sources posted anything. I can't see anything if they have.
Okay, we might add you into. We will add you into that. We will add you into that other group chat we've got.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the okay. But sorry, continue. Sorry, Tequila. Sorry, I was waiting.
Yeah. So as soon as they kind of mentioned, but they were asking. That might have been the manager. They were asking about Eze being in the squad for Sunday, and they were very, very kind of beating around the question a little bit. As soon as they started beating around the question on it, that's when I think I said to you, he's probably going to come to Spurs now.
Yeah.
As soon as you told me about that, so I'm not surprised now. I would have been surprised a couple of weeks ago because I thought Arsenal was still the likely destination, but Arsenal's losses are gain. They were obviously after bigger fish. They haven't caught yet, so their losses are gain. So we should be quite happy about it. Whether or not we're going to pay the extra for Xavier, I really do doubt it, but I'm happy to be proven wrong. Alongside this,
I mean, as I said, Lang's on his way to Germany now to talk to Leverkusen for the defender handicap. He'd be a good addition, I think, to Tottenham as well.
He's a very good player, but is it unless Frank really enjoyed that three at the back, which he probably did, then is he going to get a lot of game time when he's got those centre halves in front of him?
You got Champions League, you got FA Cup, League Cup, League. I think you would. Yeah, I know. Look, I'm sorry. Okay, yes, thank you. I've got speech impediment. I get words wrong. I'm dyslexic. It's a bitch. But hey,
it's not his fault, guys. I know why people are laughing because of the name of what he used, but it's not his fault. Okay, so bless him.
Thank you. I don't mind people laughing. I'm just doing it as a joke. Like, I know, but thank you for that. What is his name anyway, Tequila?
Hanky Pie. I've pronounced it wrong as well, but I haven't pronounced it quite as badly as you.
Is it Hincapi?
Hincapi.
Can we just call him Cap?
Call him whatever you can. Just call him.
It's Cap in the middle of his name, so if you got Hincapi, I'll get it. Right, we're just waiting to get confirmed. It is SA News, by the way, so I'm just waiting for it to get confirmed before I can use it. Eze, will he play tomorrow? I know a few people have asked in the chat. Will he play tomorrow, do you think? Or do you think he might get a chance?
I doubt it. If it's really as close as what people are claiming, then the last thing they want to do is risk him getting injured. And don't say, "Oh, it can't." Of course, it can happen. Why would they take that risk? And also, I'm sure he'll be as professional as he can. I haven't heard anything that suggests that he would be anything other than professional. So I won't. So, but still, he's still going to be a human. If his head's been turned, if you look at Sonny, we all know Sonny's a professional, but his mind wasn't there because he knew he was going. So it's why would you really want to play him if he's going to be distracted, which he looks like he will be?
Can I say he's done it the professional way though?
He's not throwing his toys out of pram like a lot of them do.
No. And did you hear Morgan Gibbs-White actually wrong Thomas Frank and apologised? Which I think that shows the measure of the player. Actually, to be fair. I actually kind of like that.
Probably because he probably did want to join Spurs and he didn't want to burn that bridge because you never know what might happen next summer.
Yeah, but
there's Com having a go at us. Thank you, Com. Hen Cat Pie. There you go.
Hen Cat Pie. Okay, thank you, Colin. See. Look, let's go back to Crystal Palace. And their owner. Do you think it was their intentions? Somebody was it said last night in the show when I had this dodgy laptop? I'm so pleased my PC's working again. It came alive, by the way. I'm so happy. Do you feel last night that Palace were doing this deliberately? And if you are looking around, if a bid had been put in for around hang on. Hang on. So I've just got some news. What we're doing, we're actually getting the info prepared for you for an update. That is what we're doing. We're just waiting on confirmation on something. So if you can bear with us, we will. Do you know if this was like Sky News, that we'll have people talking in their ears and everything, Tequila? Do you know?
If this was Sky News, I'd ask where the lady from TalkSport. What's her name? The one I like.
Oh, I like her too.
Natalie Sawyer.
Yeah, she's nice. She does a good show on the Saturday, by the way.
Tony
her and Tony Cascarino, actually.
I liked her until someone told me she's been married to that Sam Whatterface, and I was like, wow, really? That lowers me.
I like Sam Matterface.
Is that his name? Matt? What did I call him? Whatterface? Matterface. Okay.
Matterface. I like him. I think he's good. Yeah. So what we're doing, guys, just to explain to you guys, yeah, we're just getting the info prepared for an update. So that's what we're doing at the moment. We don't like to do things by half and we do things properly on this channel. And big up to Ryan, who subbed to the Play Pouch as well.
Good,
big up to David Clark, my own nemesis. He says if Levy didn't waste that money until he could have put it towards Savinio's purchase. I still think we're going to get him. Big up to Shawnee Maddox as well. Guys, please, if you want to be like Ryan and Colin and other people, pick up your memberships. Come on. Big like Hog God 10. Big up to you, sir. He's a member. Do you know? Come on, guys. Come on. Be like Giant 68. Become a member. Come on. Only 99 pence. Not a lot out of your day shopping. It really isn't. So you're the Crystal Palace owner, Tequila, right? And you got
I did used to own Crystal Palace, so
yeah, you did actually. You did.
You walked into that one, bro.
Actually, I didn't think. You're Steve Parish, and do you know they did let one of their good players, Olsen, go? Is it Olsen? Olise last year from Palace
To Bayern, yeah.
Yeah, Bayern. What is in his thinking of letting Eze go to Spurs? And do you think Palace are more of a selling club, or because Palace have won now the FA Cup, they're in the Conference League? Do you think Palace have to change their mindset and need to keep these players like Eze and so on?
Yeah, I mean, you never want to see your club as a selling club. And Palace, with all due respect to them, they have overachieved in the last couple of years. You know they have. They won an FA Cup.
Yeah.
So they've overachieved, but they know that their top players, like an Eze, like Mark Gucci, is probably going to be on his way. I don't know if he's going to be on his way this summer, but he's going to go to a big fish eventually. And Elise obviously went to Bayern Munich, who are one of the biggest clubs in the world. This is the football food chain, Dermo, and Palace won't like it, just like we don't like it when we see Harry Kane go into a bigger club, which is just the way that it is. So it's the football pyramid, it's the circle of life. You know, predators feed on creatures, and we're not the biggest predator, but we are a bigger predator than Crystal Palace. And it's, you know, if I was a Palace fan, I wouldn't be that happy, because they could really, if they do lose Eze right at the end, which it looks like they're going to, then that's 2 years in a row they've sold their two kind of best attacking players, and it will be probably the defender next. Maybe not this window, but he'll be going.
I think so. I think so too. Look, I got a kind of a soft spot for Crystal Palace, actually. I've always had, actually.
Yeah, I quite like
I think, look, you look when Simon Jordan had them, and then it's Steve Parish. They have done very well under Steve Parish. But we're getting a good play coming to Tottenham. We're getting good cover of them for Madison. Does that help Eze's course then to get into the England squad for the 26 World Cup? Do you think that will make, because he's going to Tottenham, will that make Tuchel watch him a bit more now than he would have done if he was at Crystal Palace? If you look at it on the personal international front side of it.
It shouldn't be that way, but it will be that way. When I say it shouldn't be that way, is that they shouldn't, the club you're at, shouldn't, you know, there's very rarely, it can happen, but very rarely do, especially big international teams such as England, grab players from the lower, well, they never grab them from the lower division unless they're a much smaller club, but they rarely grab them from the bottom of the Premiership. Insert joke, which means we finished 17th, and that includes us this year. But taking that little bit of dark humour away, it's a higher profile. So it shouldn't be that way, because Palace aren't a small club. They're just not as big as Spurs. There'll be more of an eye on him. So so Tuchel will probably spend more, give him more attention. It shouldn't be that way. Not for an international manager. It should be just about how good the player is. But it's not. Yeah. It doesn't work that way, Demo. You know it doesn't.
If you look at the transfer window, I was watching Kudos today. What a debut, by the way. What did you see that ball he took down when he put his foot around the side of his leg?
Yeah.
what a debut. I thought he played well. I thought there will be a player rating video out tomorrow, guys. Me, Tequila, and James will all be giving our player ratings. It will be a pre-record. It will be going to your members first and then to non-members later. You look at Kudus today. You look at Paulinho came on then in the 60th, 70th minute, didn't he? And Bentancur came on. I said at halftime to you, Tequila, that while we're waiting for confirmation, by the way, I know you've asked Dave Janola. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the proper info being prepared for the update. So as soon as I get it, you will get it straight away. Look, I said it. Look, as for me, we said it a month and a half ago. It's 95% done. It's now 99.9% done. Rumored. Do we get the here we go? But you can sort of go and put a bet on it and make a few quid. I'm not telling you to, but I'm just saying. If you look at our transfer window now, Kudus, Eze, Paulinho, forget Tell and Danso because they're last year, aren't they? Rarely, to be fair. And you've said that yourself.
I classed them as last year, but the finance people might not agree with that. But
do you feel it's turning into a good window with more or less with, I think, 15 days left of this window? Is Levy starting to pull rabbits out the hat a little bit now to satisfy you because of you, where you are with him, where how you feel about him? Are you going to give him grace for this a little bit of time? You're going to lay off him a little bit if he gets this done?
No.
And so gets another one in?
No, because if he gets this in, then it will go up to what I would class as an average window to me. Because the way that I'm looking at it, I know people might disagree. Maybe they think I expect too much. Not really. I just look at it by what the man says. He wants to win the Premier League. Okay, well then these two players, we're still not going to break the top four, in my opinion. Even if we get Eze, you might be looking maybe 6th or 7th. So I said 9th, right? So this player does bring us up. He brings us up, in my opinion, from maybe 9th to 7th. So that's 2 positions. So of course it's an upgrade. But if Levy seriously wants to win a Premiership, you've got to be thinking about even getting in the top 4 first. So when he says stuff like that, I look at him and say, okay, then. So what are you doing to back that up? 2 players in this team is not going to be anywhere near enough for a title challenge if that is what he's telling me he wants to do. If he would have said something like, we just want to get back into the top 4, I'd be a bit more understanding. But that's not what the man said. So,
but do you think? Look, do you think with I want to win league, I want to win the Champions League, I want to win the Premier League? Do you think that's what fans want to hear? Football is about glory. Football is about winning trophies, and
it is.
Do you feel Rome wasn't built in a day? Has he learned the lessons? Do you think of the Champions League final? What will it take for you to say, do you know what? I'm going to back off a bit from Levy. What will it take from you in this window for you to go from an average to a good window? What would make that a good window for you?
I think he needs to delegate to the people who know a lot more about football than him, which is probably most of the people who are employed. And he needs to properly listen to the manager. And if the manager tells him we're weak in this position, we're weak in that position, and Frank knows more than anyone else in this chat, more than you and me, about what he thinks he will need. If Levy's told him, we don't know what every year's remit is, right? So I'm imagining it's going to be the same as it mostly is for Levy. Top 4 Champions League. Yeah. That is what I think his ceiling is, right? I don't care. He can say what he likes, right? The actions suggest that he never goes further than that, right? So bringing in Eze will not get us into that holy grail if that's what Levy wants, right? Even Savio, this is what I mean by how far away I think we are. Even Savio, which I'm not convinced we're going to get, I won't say it's impossible, but it's unlike Levy to spend this amount in such a short period of time. Even Savio probably doesn't get us into the top 4.
Yeah,
I think it probably gets us into the top 6. Right. So again, we're going up in my mind from 7th to 6th. So now you're saying, well, what else do we need to add to get it into top 4? We need another left back. we need another creative midfielder. Not doesn't have to be a 10, but somebody, because I think even though our midfielder's done well, and I think Bergford and Gray did okay today, I still think we're lacking creativity in the midfield. I still don't think we've got a playmaker. Eze will cover some of that, but I mean, in the pivot, I think we need a bit more of creativity in the two pivots, personally. So that's still four more players, don't we?
Yeah, just very quickly, I'm just waiting to see if I can say. I'm just waiting to see what I can say. If I got the big thumbs up, I will say it. I just don't want to get into trouble. Do you know what I mean, Tequila? I just want to make sure I get this right. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a. I'm just waiting. Okay. Well, look, I'm going to say it anyway. I think our source is telling me.
I can't see what you can see, so I can't give you any advice, Dermo. So
okay. I just want to. I don't. Do you know what I'm getting at though? Because
I can't see it, brother. I don't know what.
Right. Fine. Okay. Fine. Okay. Grand. Okay. Okay. Grand. Right. Fine. Right. We are being told. We're being told there will be an announcement from the club in the next 42 to 72 hours, but the deal is done. We're going to say, do you know what, Tequila? I want you to say, here we go. I think you deserve this moment. Go on.
Sorry, I'm reading. I was reading the chat. Sorry, mate. Oh, I was reading the chat.
Go. I think you have.
Sorry, I was reading Sean's comment.
Yeah, I want you. I think you deserve. I'm going to put you on the big screen here. All right. I think you deserve this. Actually, you go and give us the here we go, because Eze is joining Spurs. Go on. I'll let you have. You're on the floor.
I can't stand Romano Dermo. Please don't make.
All right. Do it in your own way then.
There we go. That's my own catch. That's my own catchphrase, edited version of my own catchphrase. There we go.
Yeah. There we go. Eze is a Tottenham Hotspur player. I wonder what number shirt he would get. I think he might get the number 7 shirt, you know.
Yeah, why not?
Because I bought him on FC25 and I gave him the number 7 shirt.
Did you have to pay more or less than what Levy's going to pay?
I actually got him for 45 million.
There you go. Better negotiated than Levy, Demo. Well done.
You wait to see when I do my football management on EA26. You'll be pulling your hair out at me.
You're going to sign Pogba again, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, guys, we should all be happy because he's a very, very good player. I think somebody on TalkSport called him the best player outside the top 6, and I think that's in the Premiership.
I'm just saying. I'm just getting some more information, guys, so bear with us. But it is a done deal now. He is coming to Spurs. We are going to say it. He is a Tottenham Hotspur player. Within the next 48 to 72 hours, there will be an announcement with the club. But the deal is done. So there we go. I mean, I want to know, where do we go now? It is confirmed, Jessica. He is joining in. Where are we going now?
We need somebody for the left side, which is rumored to be Savio. Though City keep upping that price, don't they? So we'll see if that goes over the line. I still like a left back. I know Van der Ven can play there. I know that Spence can play there. All right. I know that we have some options. You could arguably, I suppose, you could put Davis there. God. Or even Archie Gray. Again, a little bit unproven in my mind, but there's, so maybe that's not a must-have. But
Douglas Luiz, like Sage Willington's, big up to you, Sage. I haven't seen you before, so I know I like to bring up new subscribers because I think it's welcome them in. Big up to you, sir. He says, "I wish we signed Douglas Luiz." Do you think that? Look, if you're looking at Paratici, do you think that could be one he's spinning at the moment, Douglas Luiz, because he does want to come back to the Premiership?
No. Not after getting Paulinho. Not for me. No. Like I think Luke Shaw. Yeah, thanks, Colin.
He's winning. I mean, he's trying to sell his mate Mason Mount last night. What was it? Not Mason Mount. The striker.
I'll take the striker.
I would too. I think he's a good player.
I mean, there's a lot of people in the chat saying about like Bissouma. Yeah, that's different. If you get rid of Bissouma, then yeah, he's an upgrade on Bissouma. But
what would that be a swap? Juve to Bissouma to bring in Luis?
A swap.
Reckon Juve might go for that?
No, not if they've seen him play. I doubt it. You never know. If Juve go for that deal, then Paratici has got some serious swing when it comes to Juventus. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. But guys, that it did come from one of our colleagues, James, and the sources that he uses. That's where the news has come from. He is number one, in getting us the news. Him, and we've got a good bunch of lads in the background doing all this work for us, haven't we, Tequila? We couldn't do the show without them, could we? Really, with all the news to gather for us and what they put into the members chat and the news to give us to go live with, we couldn't do transfer windows without them, could we? Really?
No, and they give this information freely as well, and they have posted it in this. If you become a member, you can see their live posts. You just need to treat them a bit nicer. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I agree with that. I wholly agree with that, because they don't do it. They do it for the goodness of their own heart, and we couldn't do the show without them, could we? We couldn't break the news we break. I mean, I don't know how many news we've broke, Tequila, on this channel that we've been ahead of everyone else. I counted 17.
I haven't been counting, bro.
Well, I got a playlist and the 17 in the playlist.
You keep
This one's 18. This is going in the playlist. I have a breaking news playlist on the channel. David, I am telling you, it is happening. I am not waiting. I'm telling you, from the people that I know and we use, the kid will back me up in this. It's confirmed. He is joining Tottenham.
Okay. I mean, right. So I'll give you my opinion. Don't take it 100% until you see him in the shirt, but just take it that it seems very likely. If Derme says 100%, then it doesn't happen. Then he's going to get slated. So don't take it 100%. I'm trying to help you, Derme. Don't take it 100%. Take it very likely, but don't take it 100% until you see a picture of him in the shirt. And even then, you might want to wait, because sometimes they can be photoshopped. Yeah,
but Stephen, hang on, just let me do that. Stephen,
I agree, Com. I agree. He is a tapping merchant. Yeah, man. He actually does my head in. Everybody kind of like literally waits. He's got the power of all your hearts in his hands. I never, dude. I refuse to give someone that kind of power over me.
Yeah. Stephen, we're the first to break it. That's why it doesn't say it anywhere else, because we are the first to break this news. And that's why you see in the thumbnail, done deal with a question mark. That is why we always give, we always say it with a little bit, as the Tequila says, with a little bit of probably 99.9% or 1% off. But if I get information within the group I'm in, and these sources that we use have never let us down,
just take it like there's normally no smoke without fire, right? And just take it as the building is smoking heavily. But wait until the fire starts before you say, "Oh, look, it's a fire." Right now, it just looks like it's like just smoke.
I just feel our reputation on this channel does precede us a little bit, Tequila, and we've got everything right so far. So I think our reputation does precede us a little bit. I know what you're saying, though.
You can have a good track record, but you should never say it's 100%, because and other people back it up, is that stuff can still go wrong, even at the very, very, very last moment. Stuff can still go wrong.
I don't know what the point's talking about. I mean, he's on another planet.
He's laughing at a lot of things. Bless him. Yeah. What are you laughing at, brother?
He does.
You could take a picture of him.
Yeah. Big up to Greg Selnet. It says Romano gets so much stuff wrong, is mad. He also sucked the fun out of the whole transfer rumor mill. Big up to Sharon. Eze would help us with a homegrown in Europe. Yes, that is so true. Big up to Jessica. Many people in the chat tonight. Big up David Clark. Gaza Gallagher replacement for Bissouma. Now, there's a good shout. I know you love Gallagher. We loved the Gallagher rumor. You and me had it all last summer.
I don't see where that player fits in anymore. We've got What does he offer that we haven't already got now? He doesn't. I don't think he does. Do you think
he could be a backup to Benton? You want a replacement for Bentancur, don't you? So does Douglas Luiz
I don't mind. I don't mind Bentancur. I think Bentancur is a decent option in the squad. I just think my argument was always I just don't think he gets into a top 4 team. If that's what the see, somebody in the chat not that long ago said it takes more than one window and you can't. And you're right, but I can only go on what I've been told by the so-called people in charge and what their ambition is.
Yeah.
So if our ambition is not top 4 this season, and maybe it's not, then that's it. I won't clamour for it. If that's why, if you're telling me is Eze enough for this season, if the ambition is top 6, then yes, I think we've got a good shout of getting that with Eze. But if you're telling me that you want to get into the top 4 this year, then I'll turn around and say we need another 2 or 3 high quality players. And if you want to go further than that, as crazy as it seems to me, like Daniel Levy has hinted at, he never promised. Watch the interview. He never says we will. He says he wants to. So if he wants to, then you have to spend more than 150 million per window, which is what we generally spend.
David Clark says that he thinks Man City are waiting for whether they can get Rodrigo before allowing Savinho to leave. If they could be, can you see Rodrigo going to Man City?
Yeah,
that'd be lethal. Him and bloody Haaland up front, by the way.
Yeah, I can see it. I can also. People won't like this, but I can see him also going to Arsenal because whether we like to admit it or not, they are in a better position than we are when it comes to winning stuff this year. So,
yeah. Please, guys, do pick up your memberships. Come on, we give you this news. We do all this work for you. All we ask of you just to show a little bit of love back, give them the membership, but also, guys, do pick up the VPN. We are going to run. They are our channel sponsor for the 25-26 season. And Tequila, I'm going to let you introduce it before we play the video. I know you're supposed to be a new one, but
I don't think he's done the new one yet. Too busy trying to be a DM, isn't he?
Yeah, we are slightly getting an updated new intro as well. I think sometime we're gonna change it a little bit at the end. But tell people about private internet access, or do we just let Colin tell them?
You let Com do it. All I'll say is you're going to listen to a man who wants to be a wrestler. You're going to listen to a man who wants to be an Irish superstar. You're going to listen to a man who tells you to get yours now.
Let me talk to you. A little reference there. But I'm going to stop messing about. I'm going to talk to you about private internet access, the best VPN in the land. Now, when you're online, you may not realize, but all of your data is there for the taking by anybody. With a VPN such as private internet access, your data is safe and secure, streamlined, and nobody else can get hold of it. That's why I use one anyway. VPN's very easy to use. Private internet access, all you got to do is log on your phone, select where you want to be. So I want to be in America, and I click go, and there we are. You can also link up your devices to it from your phone if that is easier for you. It's available on a lot of platforms as well, as you can see, and you can use it for a very, very big range of things. So that's even better as well. You can use it, like I said, on all your devices, smartphone, tablets, gaming consoles, and stick it on your modem, and it's unlimited devices. One equals all. It's available all across the world, and it works perfectly. What they do is they mask your IP address, so pesky 3 o'clock kickoffs aren't an issue anymore, and they're independently audited, so there's no logs, 30 million customers, and 4.5-star Trustpilot rated excellent review. Private internet access. Get yours now.
And it is €45, guys, for 2 years plus 4 months free. So do that for us, guys. It really does help us grow. We get a little kickback from it as well. But it's the memberships we really want, because we want to do more member stuff for you. And the more members we get, the more member shows we can do for you guys that are just for you. And it is important, isn't it, Tequila? I hate banging on about it, but it is important, isn't it, really?
It is, because this equipment costs stuff. You've heard about Dermo's PC woes. He's had to go and pay to get to fix his issues. Money has to come from somewhere. StreamYard, money has to come from somewhere. All the graphics and everything, the thumbnails, that requires money as well to make them. Again, we're not begging for anything like that, but these are all realistic costs that are associated with the channels, and none of us are backed by massive sponsors and stuff like that. We're not backed by anyone who's financially really rich. We are mainly just 3 or 4 just normal blokes. Well, I'm not normal, but three normal blokes who are just trying to do a Spurs fan channel. So every pound really does count. It really does.
It does.
So.
And it's 99 pence, so it's not a lot, guys. There is other memberships there, but if you do get the platinum, you do get into the membership group. So, that's worth it. Big up to James in there. So hope you guys are enjoyed the breaking news. Giant saying, I like that.
We have to see him get Com to record an updated version because he keeps telling us how much he hates it. So then do a new one then, bruv.
Oh, we need to do a new video for the members as well. Welcome we need to do that actually. Maybe you, me, and James need to do that together as a. No, I'm not going to say it. A lot of people in the chat. David Clark says, "Don't forget about Man City. They have let Grealish go, Mataki, rumors, Lewis to Forest, Edison to Galatasaray, Damarino incoming. So they have merry-go-round. If you look at Tottenham's transfer window, right, and you look at previous Tottenham transfer windows, does this beat last year's window? I think this year's window, I know it's average to you, but when I look what we did last year to this year, it bounces last year's window into the end zone. This window is so much better than last year's window because I think Paratici's back doing what he does best.
If Eze comes in, then numbers wise, I don't think it's much different than your average window. But the strategy is slightly different because we haven't brought in 7 or 8 players who are all 19 years old. With all due respect, we brought 1 or 2 in, Japanese fella, for example.
Luka.
But no, we've spent. It's quality over quantity, and more often than not, Spurs have. As I've said before, normally we do the one big marquee signing and then we do a bunch of scattergun approaches. So let's say Izzy comes through. I believe the source as well. I think it's very, very, very likely now. I won't say 100%. So let's say that he is. That would be 2 marquee signings. We don't normally do that. Look at the Spurs track record, guys. What I'm saying is, you can call me negative, whatever. What I'm saying is I'm just looking at the facts. We don't normally buy more than 1 marquee signing every window. Look at the history.
Does that mean there's changes in the who's running the transfer window? Does that mean that Carrington and that Vinny have come in and they've said to Levy, right, we're doing it this way. We're not doing it your anymore. We're doing it this way. It does take a long while to change a habit of a lifetime, but do you know?
Yeah, and I can believe that, and I hope so because I think that Daniel's strategy hasn't generally been it's been successful up to a limit, but we've never been able to get over the last hurdles. So if it takes somebody else coming in who Levy will respect, and that might be the key word, if it takes a director of football or if it's Vinny or whoever it is, and Levy actually is going to listen to whoever it is. Paratici, I think Levy listened to him more than a lot of them, at least anyway. If these are the people it takes to actually say, Daniel, listen, mate, you hired me for this reason. Right, let me do my job. Let me tell you what the squad needs rather than you just looking for good deals. Let me tell you what the squad needs. And if they've identified Eze as well, and it's different than normal because, like I say, normally we wouldn't get Eze. We'd normally get 2 or 3 players of 20 million each or 25 million each. Instead, we're going to say, no, we need this 1 player. Do I think Maddison's injury boosted that? I do. I wonder, Thermo, without Maddison's injury, I don't know if we get Eze. Not sure we do.
Do you know what? That is a 24 or $64 million question, isn't it?
Yep.
We will never know.
No,
we or wouldn't we? We'll never know. I just want to say this one out here from Literature of Music. Big up. You can send super chats in as well, guys, to steer the conversation in any which way you like it to steer us. So super chats are available as well as super stickers and memberships as well. But he's asking us, and we'll end off on this, I think, Tequila, because I don't think we've given out the news and anymore we will be back on. Where do you think Tottenham finish in the UEFA Champions League phase? Now, the draw for that's at the end of the month. I think, personally, we're going to finish. It's the top 8 to qualify, and then from 8-16 goes into the playoffs. Do you know what? I think we'll qualify. We don't go into the playoffs. I think we finish 8th. My opinion.
I don't think we'll be right at the bottom. Well, we're not going to be right at the top. I think maybe you're being slightly optimistic. I don't think you're that far off. I think you're being a little bit. So I can see 8th, but that would be the highest I'd say. I can also see 8th to 12th. I don't think we're going to be right at the bottom, right? No. But I don't know if we'll have to see. The next few weeks.
You're more going for a playoff place then.
I think so. But well, ask me on September the 2nd. I got
and also ask you when the draw's made, because that's when we know who we're going to play, and that gives us a bit.
Yeah.
And 2nd of September as well. Is it the 2nd or the 1st? It ends on Sunday.
It's the 2nd. It's the 2nd at 7 o'clock. I think the 2nd of September at 7 p.m.
Yeah. Okay. Big up Sean, big up Jessica. She says something Frank said in post game interview about strikers in rotation does make me think we will get one too. She's on about Vlahovic coming in on loan.
I'll take that in a heartbeat.
30 million either. That's maybe get Paratici. Look at that one. Big up to Mr. E. Mr. E, big up to you. I'm willing to cut Frank some slack for the first year if it isn't terrible. So far, it looks good. What did you think of Tottenham today, very quickly, before we end off, Tequila?
Just quick.
I know it's Burnley, right?
I know.
Right.
Can I answer? Can I answer Mr. E? That's what we call him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Easy E.
Yeah, Easy E.
I'm just curious to see what he thinks isn't terrible. Can you give me a kind of position that you class that? What isn't terrible for this group as of this minute? You can include Eze if you want. There you go. That's my concession. If you want to include Eze, then you can include Eze. But let's say that we get nobody else other than him. What's terrible, Mr. E? That's how I want to reply to your comment. If your first year isn't terrible, I don't know exactly what the I don't know what the Spurs fans' expectations are this year. I've heard so many that I don't. This is what I mean. I don't know what the expectations really are. I've heard so much different talk about.
Now this is there's some. Look, I'm sticking with our sources. If you look at anybody else's sources on X, which Tequila you're not. I know you're not an X, but if you look at everybody on X, everyone isn't in the know. I just use the people we use, and I'll stick by that. I'm not really going to. I'm not going to listen to anyone else. To be fair.
Okay. He says anything above 9 is fine. I think we'll achieve 9th and above. So if that's not terrible, then I think Frank will last the year. Then if that's okay, you finish in 9th. If we get Eze, I'll probably move my prediction up at least one place, I think, because he will be alongside Kudos. If we can keep them both fit, and that will be the key thing. If we can keep those two fit, because if you notice today, because it actually leads in actually to the Burnley game, Kudos had 2 men on him the whole match.
Yes, he did.
Because Scott Parker isn't an idiot. I know that maybe he's not the best manager in the world, but he's not an idiot. He knows, looking at our starting 11, that all the creative was coming from one man. And I said to Cheese Dermo the other week, that was my worry, that if Kudos has a bad game or is marked out of that match, we're going to struggle to create chances. Yeah. And I think it showed today, nearly everything came through Kudos. Now, he was able to pull it off today, but that's against Burnley.
Man City next week is
against the top team, against better defenders. If he's going to have 2 high quality defenders on him, he's going to struggle to do it every week. So this is why we need more than just him. So this is where Eze comes in.
Yeah, conference is 7th, Jessica. Jessica says 9th in the first year. Any better, it exceeds expectations.
I agree.
I agree. Look, I said 6, and maybe that's just me being deluded. You know me. I'm always the optimist. I always look for the better season.
Not really, Dermo. Not really, because it's not. See, the thing is, guys, it's not just about how good Spurs are. It's how good the other teams are. Because we're not in.
Yeah.
It's not a one league team, one team league, right? So you got to look at everyone else. We know we're not going to touch the top four unless one of the top four has some kind of a catastrophe, right? Which is it's never impossible that can happen. But unless one of the top four has a catastrophe, we ain't touching them. So then you get into the Newcastle, you get into Villa, you get into maybe and I say maybe Forest because I don't know if we'll see if they can repeat that. Maybe Forest, Brighton are normally there or thereabouts as well.
Yeah.
So
Palace might be there or thereabouts for the
maybe, but if they sell Eze as well, then they're going to drop down a bit. Let's be honest, right? So you've got to look at it from them. Newcastle, we are laughing at Newcastle because of the disaster, but even if they don't keep Isaac, right, they've still got a very good team. Yes, they will miss him, but it's not like they're going to become mugs overnight. So we've got to be better than all of them. And Villa are still a very good team, and I love their manager. I actually rate their manager as one of the top 2 or 3 in the whole division. That's just me personally. But so I think that these are still hurdles we need to overcome. So it's not just about how good we do. You have to weigh up how bad are they doing.
The rest
have
of the
they
Premier
dropped?
League,
Have they dropped away? Have they fallen back?
Yeah. I don't think Forest have done I don't think Villa have done enough in the transfer window personally. I don't think they have. I think Villa haven't done a lot. Nuno I saw a clip with Nuno last night talking to Sky saying that he's very unhappy with Nottingham Forest transfer window at the moment. He's extremely unhappy. You got the bottom 3 spending more than they've ever spent before in the transfer window. The 3 teams that come up. That proved today because Sunderland beat, I think, West Ham 2-0, didn't they, today? Up at Sunderland. So a good start for them. Bad start for West Ham.
The West Ham fans want Potter gone already. That didn't take long, did it?
No. You look at the game tomorrow, Manchester United, Arsenal. If Manchester United say get a good win, that puts more pressure on Arteta.
Speaking of United, that's another team, guys. I was just talking about your Newcastles and Villas and everything like that. Don't discount Manchester United. They've had an incredibly good win, though.
Yeah, they have.
And they might not be done.
They might not be done, but I think if they beat Arsenal tomorrow, I think that puts more pressure on Arteta. There's a lot of Arsenal fans that want them out. And if you look at say the top 9 or 10 in the league, I think it's going to be very competitive of who finishes where. It's all about beating each other. I tell you who's a dark horse this year for me. And I don't think, look, we all know Liverpool are going to win the league. If they get Isaac, I think it's good night, Irene. In the league, I think Liverpool will just walk it.
If they get him, they're going to run away. I think they're going to run away with it if they get him.
But Chelsea, either they're going to really do well this year or they're going to turn into a massive flop. I don't like the way Chelsea do their business. I don't like the way they can sell clubs. They can sell the women's team to themselves to get out of FFP and PSR. I think that's another thing you may have to have a discussion on, Tequila, probably one show next week before the end of the window, or maybe at the end of the window. Does FFP and PSR have to be changed? Does it need to be get rid of? Does it need restructuring? There was one thing in the game today. A new rule was brought in that the keeper held the ball for 8 seconds and Spurs were given the corner. What did you think of that when that happened? Did you think, hello, this will improve the movement of the game. This will keep the game flowing. Do you think it's a good thing?
I think it's a very good thing, especially if you're playing against a team who just likes to do stalling tactics, and that includes Spurs. Let's not say we're not beyond doing it. No. That's every team. If you're 1-0 up and you're down to the last 10 or 5 or 10 minutes, every team does it, right, and it will stop that. And I think that's good for the game, Dermo.
Yeah,
I don't like it. None of us like it, right? None of us. If we're a goal behind, right, and there's only 5 or 10 minutes, and the other team's blatantly playing for a draw, we all hate seeing it. So every fan should be happy, really, because we're all going to be feeling that way at some point during the season, at least once, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I thought it's very good. I thought Michael Oliver had a good game today, actually, as a referee.
Yeah,
I thought he did very well, actually, and I'm not his biggest fan, but I thought he did well. There wasn't really much VAR sort of things this weekend, but the season isn't over. just to get your score predictions for the rest of the weekend, Tequila, I'll get the games up now for tomorrow and Monday. So I'd like to know what you think. Tuesday, guys, there will be a member show for people that have entered the members that are members can enter our fantasy league. I must get the link and put it into the members chat for you guys.
Yeah.
But only members can register, get in. But guys, I think it's a bit late for this week, but maybe do it for the next round of the weekend. But Tuesdays, I will be seeing who's won the top of the league so far. Right, Tequila. Score predictions for you for tomorrow. Nottingham Forest versus Brentford. I am going for a Forest 2-0 win.
I agree. 2-0. That's what I had as well.
Yeah. Okay. Then we've got Stamford Bridge also at 2:00. We've got Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. As I said, Chelsea are the dark horses, aren't they? They can either be the big danger people or the flops. Palace got a point to prove. Eze may not play. I'm going for a 1-1 draw, though.
I'm going to go 3-1 for Palace. I think Eze won't play, and I think they haven't had enough time to get in a replacement. So it's going to be a little bit fortuitous for Chelsea that they're playing them in this little period where Palace can't play their best player, and they haven't been able to get the replacement in yet. So I do think it might be quite an easy win, just a little bit lucky at Chelsea playing them when they are. So 3-1.
So you're going for a 3-1 Chelsea win?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going for 1-1. Then Manchester United versus Arsenal. Look, if you're looking up form, Manchester United, not great last season. Arsenal again finished second in the league. But I think Manchester United and Arsenal have been both busy in the window. But I think Manchester United's window, I think, is slightly better than Arsenal's. I am going for a 2-1 Manchester United win.
I'm going to go for 2-0 to United. I've been very impressed with it. I think maybe Liverpool aside, they've had the best window. I think other than Liverpool, yeah. I think United's probably had the second best window out of everyone.
Yeah. And then of course before next Friday, me and Tequila will do a video where we'll predict all the scores for the next weekend, and we're gonna make it into a little competition between me and Tequila and see who wins at the end of the season. Whoever wins has to buy the other person a Spurs shirt. Well, no, we think of something, not that as a bit. But
I'm not giving Olivia a penny, so you have to cut. I'll buy you something, but not from Tottenham. You have to cut something else.
Well, anyway, me and Tequila will be doing a separate video, and we will be having a competition with this. So we'll do that from next week. This week's just a bit of fun. And then Monday, then Leeds versus Everton. Everton away at Ellen Road. Leeds first game back in the Premier League for 2 years, guys. Calvert-Lewin is signed for Leeds. I think that's a good buy for them, playing against his former club. I'm going for do you know what? I'm going for a Leeds 1-0 win.
I'm going for Everton 1-0. I think Everton aren't going to be anywhere near as bad as we've seen them. And I think Moyes. I know Moyes gets stick, like he's boring and stuff like that. I think Moyes is a very, very good, solid manager. So I think Everton will be solidly in mid-table this year. I don't think they're going to be fighting relegation this year. I don't.
No. Big up to Mick Harmer. It's how you doing, Dermot and Tequila? We are doing fine. Big up to Mick. The guys have gotten involved in the chat as well, guys, which we'd like to see. David Clark's gone for a 2-1 Forest win. He's gone for a 2-2 draw for Palace and Chelsea, and he's gone for a 2-2 draw for United and Arsenal. That's interesting. Both draws there. Jessica's gone Brentford will win even without Memembo. They look impressive pre-season. Watch them play with stepdad. Oh, that's interesting. Giant 68's gone for a 2-1 United win. David Clark's gone for 1-1. Jessica's gone for a 3-2 United win, and Leeds and Everton 2-2. Yeah, as I said, guys, probably next Thursday a video will drop. And me and Tequila will give Tequila will send me over his score predictions. I will put them into a PDF, and then we will show you guys, maybe doing a live show or pre-record for you members. So let me know what you want. Tequila, thank you so much for joining me, man. I know it was short notice. I know the news just broke, but thank you so much.
I asked the fans, Demo, and the fans said,
Yeah.
get your backside on this. So I aim to please.
Yeah. Krusty says, what the F? What's this? As it, don't listen to it. Don't listen. Just switch your X down and listen to us. I don't even watch X. I don't even go onto X.
My advice, Krusty, is turn off Twitter. Leave that we'll leave the website and just live your life. But that's my view, of course.
Yeah, I think I only have to do it because we actually broadcast onto X. Hello, Mr. Elon Musk. Hello. Could you come and sponsor our? Can you come and sponsor our channel?
As long as you don't ask me to go on one of your shuttles, we'll be fine.
Oh, cross
there we go.
There you go.
Best decision you've made today, Custy, mate.
Pick up, hit that subscription button as well, guy. Across the pick up membership. Mick says, got along last visit to the hospital for my hand, driving back now. Well, Mick, I hope everything went well. And yeah, pick yourself up a 99p membership and get on the show. We would love to have you on when we do the post-match shows. Again, guys, I do apologize for no match day stuff today. It broke my heart not to do it for you guys. And it's the first watch along I've missed in over a year, I think.
It's been a while.
So it was interesting watching the game. I was actually commentating like I would be, like I'm doing online. And I think somebody was looking at it thinking, he totally lost the plot. You know, I don't know. I'm looking forward to doing match day with you guys next week when we are away to Manchester City. Tequila, thank you very much. The breaking news is Eze to Spurs is done, ? But in the next 48 to 72 hours, it will be announced by Tottenham that he will be a Spurs player. That is from our source. That helps us with the channel. Guys, thank you all for watching. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscription if you can. Tequila, where can people find you apart from here?
You can find me on the Play Pouch Gaming channel. Thank you for Ryan, who did sub earlier. I will put the link again just in case anyone's interested. All it is a bunch of middle-aged people like me and slightly younger like Com, just playing video games, really. We play a mixture of stuff. And if you like video games and you know, you don't mind listening to veteran gamers and how they feel about today's gaming, then please give us a follow. I'll put the link in there. Dermo, are you doing anything on your gaming channel? Do you want me to put that link in?
I might be doing something during the week. I've got a gaming channel called Double Dumb Gaming.
I'll put it in as well. 1 sec.
Yeah, I'm waiting for EA 26 to come out, so we'll be doing something on there. But yeah, I will be doing I'm getting F125 where THFC Till We Die will become a Formula 1 team.
Why not?
So we're gonna have Tequila as the man in charge. I'm gonna be picking the drivers. Tequila's the money man, and can we win the F1 World Championship?
Don't make me the money man, man. I'll leg it. I'll be going joining my mate Jay Lewis on his yacht, mate.
Yeah, I knew you like Joe Lewis rarely.
You can't diss the man. I mean, if I had that much money, I'd do what he did. Wouldn't you just go on a boat, Dermo, and have lots of beautiful women around you?
Thank you. Oh, thank you, Ryan. That really means a hell of a lot, man. Thank you so much, man.
Cheers, Ryan.
It means a lot. And then with just one from Luca Duma, it says, just got to take the Twitter post with a pinch of salt, even though it's highly possible with the chairman we have. But until Romano said it's going wrong, I think you got to trust the deal's going okay. I think that's fair. But do as Tequila says, delete Twitter. It's a cesspit in there. As I said,
you sleep better at night.
Yeah. Hello, X World, and all our 1,000.
Don't tell Elon Musk that I said to delete Twitter. Otherwise, he's a very rich man who will send lots of people after me with guns.
Yeah, but I want to say hello to our 1,800 and nearly 1,900 followers on X. Don't unfollow us. On that bombshell, do you want to take us out, Tequila?
Yeah, it's just who we are, mate.
Good night.
Eyes on the prize.